And hello and welcome to part 33 of Let's Play Modded Skyrim. We are just above our bed right now. We're in the main cistern of the Thieves Guild Hall, and you'll find when you play this, or if you play this, that there's a bed with no owned label so you can sleep in it, plus there's some Thieves Guild armour around it. At the moment I could have only found Thieves Guild gloves, Thieves Guild boots and a Thieves Guild hood. And all these items from the Thieves Guild armour set are not only quite good in terms of armour, they are in between scaled armour and leather armour. Certainly a lot better than my fine fur boots and improved hide armour. Also you get lots of nice perks to it as well. The Thieves Guild hood, for instance, what that does, it gives you a certain percentage improvement on your haggling prices, so buying and selling prices are, I think they're 10% better. And that's in addition to providing decent armour. Of course you need the arcane smithing talent to improve it, so it's not like a normal leather hood. You can't just improve it with leather, you need to have a decent smithing upgrade to do it. That's the only disadvantage of it, you've got to stay with the vanilla armour for some time. So this is the face sculptor I've heard about, and she can change your face. So if you're not happy with the person that you selected in your character creation, and I was kind of very quick about who I chose, I just wanted to be an orange cat, and I wasn't too bothered about the face, so perhaps I will come down here later on and change my face. It does cost a lot of gold though. I think it costs about 1,000 gold to change your face. That's not gold that I've got spare, and I don't look at my character enough, and I think being an orange cat is fair enough. I wouldn't change too much about my cat character.
Indeed. It's
a nice addition though, although on the PC of course you can just enter the console to change it for yourself. This NPC is Tornelia, and she is the woman who gives you some more Thieves Guild armor.
Looks like
you
and
ask
I
her
are going to
nicely.
have to get very well acquainted.
She is also a fence, so you can actually use her as another merchant.
You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little
Plus
slice
she'll buy
for the guild,
anything that you've got. So she's
I can also provide a few supplies
to be
useful
honest.
to our trade now and again. For a
Much
small
better
fee.
than going to the Bee and Barb or
Sure.
anywhere
How about
else.
I get Dirge to knock you over
There
your
are
head and
shops in
dump you into the
Riften. There is the
cistern?
alchemist shop that you can sell all your
Look, I've been in this
alchemy
business a
and
long
potion
time, and I've
ingredients to.
seen
The
all
general
types.
store which you can sell
You can play it
practically
tough,
anything.
or you can play it
And there is
smart.
that blacksmith that you can sell your
At the end of
weapons
the
and
day,
ore
you'll
to.
find that all we
But
care about
Tornelia
down
is
here
very
is
useful.
how much gold you can make
But
us.
after you finish your first conversation when you're in the
Good.
Thieves Guild,
Then there
you
isn't
get
much
given
more to say.
armor. So now
Here's your
I've
armor.
practically
Just
got
make sure
two
you
sets
put it
of
to
armor.
good use.
She also sells a decent range of equipment as well. So
I give
she
special
sells
rates to
a
members of the Thieves
steel
Show me what
dagger,
you've got.
steel dagger of chills, steel dagger, steel sword of sparks. So if I actually ever wanted to learn an enchantment, I could buy that stuff off her. I'm thinking of switching my main weapon into a dagger anyway. The advantage of a dagger over a sword, of course, is that it's more stealthy. I didn't realise this before, but if you attack anyone with a sword, someone else will notice. But if you use a dagger, then no one will notice and you backstab them successfully. That still doesn't break you out of that sneak, so you'll remain hidden if you're in sneak mode. I could of course sell my spare Thieves Guild boots and gloves and hood. That doesn't get me too much gold. At most it'll fetch me around 200 gold for the lot. I would much prefer to give that armour to Villager, so she's got some decent protection. Like I say, I'm not going to level her up. Not for a long while, yeah. Not until we're facing very tough opposition and she keeps on dying. Thieves Guild armour would suit her quite well as well, so she can equip that alongside her vampire armour. And I think that will make quite a decent combination. Of course I could give her my studded armour in return, but I just don't like the look of the not studded, the scaled armor. I just don't like the look of the scaled armor. It doesn't look realistic.
Delvin, Vex,
I know
Nirwin,
in
and Vipra
Elder
can give you a
Scrolls
leg up
lore,
on
the
that.
Nords are supposed to use things like trollbone armor,
Alright then.
and even trollbone helmets, and trollbone shields. good in mythology, but they actually look absolutely terrible. They look so unwieldy. But we'll have a quick look at my character in Thieves Guild armor. He looks quite badass. Certainly looks a lot better than wearing the stupid scaled armor. In a way though, I do think it's kind of comical that Thieves Guild members have to wear the same armor. Because it's kind of obvious that someone's in the Thieves Guild then. However, I don't know what the black armor is that everyone else wears. Brynjolf and Vex actually wear a black version of this, and I don't know if that's different from the armor that I've got now. There is a shortcut out of this place, and that's the cistern at the back, and that leads you out into the churchyard in Riften, where the Shrine of Talos is. So that kind of opens up this, well, I can only describe it, this must be some sort of grave. It's very Daggerfall-like. And in case you're worried that someone's going to sneak in afterwards, that door closes again automatically. And you can open it again by clicking a button that's on the coffin hatch. So our mission now is to head over to Goldenglow Estate. We need to burn down 3 beehives, and then that mission should be over. The second part of our mission is to open up the... what's going on here? Is it a dragon? It doesn't look like a dragon. What's going on? Let's follow these guards, see what's happening. Someone's died. Hope that isn't an important NPC. Just a random NPC getting killed. Nope, it's a thief. Okay. Someone else in the Thieves Guild, perhaps. Or someone outside the Thieves Guild. He quite handily gives me lockpicks. They will come in very handy. Can't ever have enough lockpicks, especially for this mission. This mission we're going to have to break into Goldenglow Estate. We're going to have to break into the safe, and that's going to need a few lockpicks as well. I don't know what's in the safe. I suppose there's going to be a lot of gold. Fortunately, I do have my bandoliers and I do have my satchel. The Thieves Guild boots, I think, or one of the pieces of equipment does increase my carrying capacity as well. So my carrying capacity is quite high at the moment. I can certainly take more gold. Goldenglow Estate, that is a honey farm. It's very close to Riften. You can get there via a bridge. However, that's the only land access that you have, and that bridge obviously is well guarded, so if we want to be sneaky we can't head that way. The only way that you can get there is either the extremely boring Elder Scrolls way of slashing your way through all the guards and then setting fire to everything. There's the bridge up ahead, or you have to wait until dusk and sneak around. So that's Goldenglow Estate. And if we just bring up the mission, our missions have the white arrow on, so we know exactly what we want to do. If you try sneaking around here in the daytime, then the guards that are on the Goldenglow Estate will notice you and they will try and attack you. They aren't Riften guards, they're not good guys, they are mercenaries, so you can actually kill them if you want to. I am electing not to, because it's more fun sneaking. The way I've found to sneak is you can approach the island from the left hand side, from the west side, and there's this sort of a rocky island. We'll just save here just in case anything goes wrong. But from this island you can actually step onto this beach. There's no other way to get onto the island because basically the bottom of the Goldenglow Estate is all rocks and you can't jump onto it. There's no beachhead basically. The only beachhead is on this side, right next to this rocky outcrop. everything else, as you see, there's a little cliff and there's no way you can even jump up there. There's no levitation spell, so you can't get there. So here we are, we're just gonna go here, right underneath this platform. Just slipped off for a moment. Right underneath this platform, and this acts as our beachhead. And I think I've been spotted, even though it's night time. Yep, that eye is kind of wide open. I've got to hope that they don't find me. There's basically two guards out there. There's one guard that's chopping wood, and one guard that's walking outside the estate itself.
Must be my imagination.
I'm hidden. So hopefully they did not notice me. And let's just try and sneak our way around. Yeah, so we did have a quick look at the estate. There's two guards there. It's very difficult to try to sneak in that way. And I popped up then just to have a look. They didn't notice me. Yeah, well, there's one guard chopping wood. He's just behind the other wooden watchtower, and there's one guard that walks to and fro from the guy that's chopping the wood to the actual estate itself. You just have to crawl around here. You can't actually pass under these struts, which is really frustrating. I was trying for ages to try and pass under these struts, but even though there looks like there's plenty of room, you can't actually do it. Just have to wait for a good opportunity to do some sneaking. Of course, an invisibility potion would really help out here. For some reason, this slope is a bit difficult to sneak up. Thieves Guild armor is actually very good to sneak in. It's very light. Unlike in Oblivion, your sneak rating is determined by the entire weight of your armor. It's not just your boots. So your hood, your shield, your armor that you're wearing, and your boots. It's all taken into account. Okay, I'm going to quickly dash this way. This is the way on the westernmost isle we can actually get to the beehives. You can see the beehives here, and we're going to hide behind here just so that we're not seen. We're hidden again. The bees don't hurt you. They don't mind that you're sneaking around. They certainly don't mind that you set them on fire. I don't recommend you do this at home. But we have to set fire to 3. If you set fire to more, then you fail apparently. I've never done that. I've never accidentally done that. There's two options how you can set these on fire. Of course, you can set them on fire using magic. You can use your flames to set them on fire, or another cool way that you can set them on fire is by using a torch if you've got a torch. So all you have to do is equip the torch, and then you light them on fire. I think all you need to do is be reasonably close to it. You don't need to press block or anything like that. It's just they just set on fire almost automatically. But of course this is gonna get us seen. I don't mind that I'm carrying a torch, because if you're setting beehives on fire and they're setting a light, you're gonna be noticed. Someone's gonna see something's going on. We're gonna dash off now, and then what we'll do is we'll reapproach. We're already spotted. There's no good going back into sneak mode here. Your torch automatically extinguishes when you go into water. For some reason it's completely dry when you come out. I'll unequip that, and if we settle down here, guards or the mercenaries should get fed up with me and just go back to what they're doing. That should give us an opportunity to do the same thing again, and the next mission that we have is to sneak around and try and get into the estate itself. So we've done the first part. You can see those beehives burning away quite nicely. All we need to do now is just to do the same thing, but to get into the estate. I have heard there's a sewer that you can sneak into, but I have no idea where that sewer entrance is. Can see me. That guard there can see me. So they're actually quite clever. What they've done is now the beehives are on fire. They've posted a guard at the bottom of the island. That makes sense. That I don't know if that's actually programmed in by Bethesda or whether that was just random chance. Of course, it could have just been random chance. When I was jumping off the island, a guard could have got stuck down here. That's perhaps why it was done. But whether or not that's deliberate or not, it has worked out. That would be top marks for the AI if they deliberately planned it. It's more difficult for me to sneak now because they've got that guard there. Even though it's pitch black at night, he can see us. Well, the nights in Skyrim aren't very dark, so I can forgive that. But if we hide behind this dead log, he should forget that we were ever there. Not too game breaking. That's kind of realistic. If you thought you saw a cat wearing a leather hood and he suddenly disappeared in the distance, you'd think, my eyes could be playing tricks on me. Of course, if I was a nasty Khajiit, a nasty player, what I'd end up doing now, of course, is just shooting him in the back with an arrow. I won't. I shall be a proper thief and I shall swim around him. Hopefully, if we take the long way round, he won't notice us. I have no idea why in Elder Scrolls cats are happy jumping into water and swimming about, nor do I know why you can swim so quickly in Elder Scrolls. There are mods that manage to slow you down in water, but the problem with those is they're scripted and they only affect your character. So if you're swimming away from someone, the enemies that are after you wearing heavy iron armour or ebony armour can still swim just as fast as they could before, so it's kind of unfair. See, I would like to see a mod where everyone is slowed down in water to walking pace. That would be realistic. A little bit frustrating, but realistic. Okay, so we're pretty much at the same place as we were last time. This is where we sneaked in. So we've just got that wooden platform where the guards run across. And what we need to do now is we'll hold on here a second. And what has actually happened is my phone is just going off. So what I need to do is just answer my phone. We need to clear off Arengold's safe, but after I've answered my phone, we will come straight back to Let's Play Modded Skyrim.